do significant figures, your chemistry teacher will probably spend about 2 weeks teaching you all the different rules for significant figures, like, trailing zeros are always not significant, but leading zeros are also not significant unless they come after a decimal. And then the zeros in between two non-significant digits are significant, and then the ones between two non-zero numbers are significant, and any non-zero number is significant. All those rules just really, really confuse me. So I have a really fun way to remember this, and I'll teach it to you in about 2 minutes. So if you go ahead and just write down these 2 rules here, and then I'll explain how they work. So you can go ahead and stop the video. And while I'm adjusting it, let's go ahead and stop it now. And come back when you get done. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a nice little diagram of the United States of America. Now, this is nothing good like Matty Stack would do, but here's the top of the United States. Here is Maine and New Jersey, the great armpit of America. Here's Florida, you know what that is. And then you got the Texas here, and then there's the rest of the United States. Here's Kentucky, where we live, the great liver of America. And over here you have the Atlantic Ocean. Sorry, this little stylus here is pathetic. And over here you have the Pacific Ocean. And if you notice that Pacific begins with the letter P, sort of like the word present. Not like Christmas present, as in actually being there. That actually says present, okay? And over here, Atlantic begins with the letter A, as in the word absent, as in not there. So therefore, if you want to know how many significant figures are in a number, watch what you do. I'm just going to write down a number here. We're going to write down the number 2.304. Okay? Now, there's a whole bunch of different rules that you can do for that. But if you notice, 2.304 has a decimal in it. So it is present. There is a decimal present. If the decimal is present, then the first rule up here says this. Count the number of digits from the first non-zero number on the left. Well, the first non-zero number on the left is the 2. So we're going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore, it has 4 significant figures. Isn't that cool? Now let's do a tricky one. Let's do, let's do something else. Let's do this number right here. 0.0345. Okay, now the decimal is present, so we're going to start counting over here on the left. See right there? But you have to start counting at the first non-zero number. So I can't count the 0 because that's a 0. I can't count this 0, it's a 0. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. So this has 3 significant figures. Okay, so you don't count the zeros, you just start counting at the first non-zero number. Now let's give another example here. Let's do one like 340. If you notice, there is no 0. It's absent. Well, the rule says if it's absent, to start counting from the left. Try this again. From the right, because the Atlantic Ocean's on here on the right-hand side. Okay? So if you start counting at the first non-zero number from the right, I'm not going to count that 0. That one's gone because it's a 0. And they're going to start 1, 2. And so this has 2 significant figures. So let's do some practice here. Let me erase all this. Sorry, the stylus is a little squeaky. Okay. All right. Now, from that point on, let's try another one. Let's do, I don't know, 0.0470102. All right, if you notice, it's present. The decimal is present. Yes, there it is, right there. Now, since it's present, we're going to start counting from the left-hand side because the Pacific Ocean's over here on the left-hand side, and Pacific begins with P, and so does present. So therefore, if you start counting at the first non-zero number from the left-hand side, you're going to count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You have 6 significant figures. Look at that. Now let's do one more for the halibut. That is a fish. From there, we're going to go, let's do 7,400. That's a perfect number. If you notice, there's no decimal. It's absent. So we're going to start counting from the right-hand side because the Atlantic Ocean is on the right-hand side of the United States, and it's not there. It's absent. So if you start counting from the right-hand side at the first non-zero number, we're going to count not this zero, because they're zeros. You're going to start counting at the first non-zero number. So you're going to count the 4 here. So there's 1. So I'm counting to 7, there's 2. That has 2 significant figures. Congratulations, you just learned a shortcut for significant figures. God bless you and have a happy day.